Exodus, the epic story of liberation, miraculous signs, and God's unbreakable covenant with his people. From Pharaoh's palace to the parted Red Sea, here are 5 astonishing facts you might not have known. 1. Moses was raised in Pharaoh's palace. Though he led the Israelites out of Egypt, Moses grew up as an adopted prince in Pharaoh's household, a man of 2 worlds, chosen for destiny from the start. 2. The 10 plagues had symbolic meaning, from blood-turning rivers red to darkness over the land. Each plague was more than punishment. It symbolized God's power over Egyptian gods and injustice. 3. The parting of the Red Sea was massive. When God parted the Red Sea, it wasn't just a miracle, it saved an entire nation. Imagine towering walls of water on either side as the Israelites walked through safely. 4. The 10 Commandments came down on stone tablets. On Mount Sinai, God engraved the 10 Commandments in stone. These rules became the moral foundation not only for Israel, but for the world. 5. Exodus is full of symbolism. Exodus isn't just history. It's rich with symbols of deliverance, faith, and God's unending guidance, pointing forward to redemption in the greatest story yet to come. Which fact from Exodus amazed you most? Comment below and subscribe for the next book in our Bible series, Leviticus. Judges, a book of chaos, courage, and God's unlikely heroes. What if I told you the story of Israel after Joshua isn't just battles and betrayal? It's full of intrigue, twists, and lessons that still hit today. Let's dive in. 1. No kings yet, just God's heroes. Fact 1. There were no kings yet. Judges tells of Israel before monarchy, when leadership came from God raising up judges, leaders, warriors, deliverers. Think of them as God's emergency response team, stepping in when the people strayed from his ways. 2. The cycle of sin and salvation. The cycles are real. Israel sins, God allows oppression, the people cry out, and a judge delivers them. There is peace until the cycle repeats. It's a raw reminder of human nature and God's patience over and over. 3. Ordinary people, extraordinary roles. Unexpected heroes rise. Deborah, a prophetess and battlefield strategist. Gideon, a hesitant hero with just 300 men. Samson, whose strength came from God despite personal flaws. God chooses ordinary people for extraordinary purposes. 4. Stories of drama, danger, and faith. Fact 4. The stories are intense. Battles, moral dilemmas, shocking acts. These narratives show the dangers of turning away from God, but also the power of faith, courage, and obedience, even when the world seems dark and chaotic. 5. The lasting challenge. The last chapters highlight societal chaos without strong leadership. Without God's guidance, even the most promising community can fall into disorder. Judges reminds us that God's way is the true path to stability and peace. So, the next time you read Judges, remember, it's not just history. It's God working through flawed people, showing courage, mercy, and the consequences of wandering from Him. That's Judges, raw, real, and inspiring. If you enjoyed diving into the book of Judges, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic Bible insights. Stick around. Next up, we're exploring the story of Ruth, and you won't want to miss it. Joshua, the man tasked with leading Israel into the promised land. The battles, the miracles, the courage. This is where faith meets action. Let's dive into 5 jaw-dropping facts you didn't know about Joshua. 1. Joshua's name means God saves. Joshua's very name, Yehoshua, literally means God saves. His name wasn't just a label, it was a mission. Every victory, every conquest back to God's salvation. 2. Joshua was Moses' right-hand man. Before leading Israel, Joshua was Moses' assistant, learning strategy, leadership, and faith. He wasn't just a soldier, he was a student of God's ways, preparing for a divine inheritance. 3. He stood strong at Jericho. Jericho, the walls that no man could scale. Joshua didn't charge blindly. He obeyed God's strategy, marching, blowing trumpets, and trusting the impossible. And yes, those walls came tumbling down. 4. Joshua was a model of courage and faith. Time and time again, Joshua proved that faith isn't just belief, it's action. From Ai to Gibeon, his leadership shows that courage and obedience can change the course of history. 5. His legacy inspires generations. Joshua's final charge. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. His words echo across centuries, challenging us to trust and act in faith. Joshua's story reminds us that faith without action is incomplete. His courage, obedience, and trust in God changed history and still inspires us today. Wherever life's battles take you, remember, God's strength goes before you, and His presence never